A very good afternoon to all of you. Mr. Chairman of the International Committee of PhD, Ambassador Hayat, High Commissioner of Malaysia, Ambassador Ramon, Ambassador of the Philippines, Excellencies Ambassador on the other side of the platform, dear PhD officials, representative of ASEAN embassies, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to begin by thanking PhD very sincerely for the consistent effort in promoting relationship between India and ASEAN, especially in the area of economic, trade, investment. This is not my first visit to PhD House, and just 2 days ago, thanks to PhD, my embassy was able to organize two very important seminar. I think it's physical seminar in Chandigarh. One aims at promoting the trade and investment between northern India and Vietnam, and the other one is aiming at promoting tourism between Vietnam and northern India too. And this is the third initiative during my tenure that indicates the strong commitment and tremendous efforts by PhD in advancing the relationship between India and ASEAN in economic field. So I want to register my support, my appreciation, and as Mr. Chairman said that the ASEAN India workshop 2 years back was very successful. My second comment is that I also want to express the hope of my embassy that PhD chapter in different provinces will continue to help ASEAN embassies in organizing different webinar, seminar to promote trade between different parts of India, because India is very big. So we should go out of India, of New Delhi, and try to reach out. And we need your support. And I think that you have a very big network. You have established well since 1905, and you have a very good connection with different stakeholders. So I urge you to continue to support us in these endeavors. Now I want to comment a few things about the relations between India and ASEAN. That relationship has growth from strength to strength, politically and also economically. Now ASEAN, India has become the sixth largest ASEAN partner. Of course, we also have major partners like China, European Union, United States, and India is coming up on that list, which is very important. And ASEAN, as some of the previous speakers mentioned, that constitute a pillar in the Act East policy of India. And our economic strong relationship together with our geopolitical relationship will form a durable partnership between India and ASEAN. Talking about the relationship between us, India and Vietnam, I would like to take this opportunity just to suggest some ways ahead. I know that this platform is very specific in terms of the topic. Therefore, I want to just put across a number of suggestions. The first suggestion, I welcome the proposal by Mr. Chairman about the dual membership. And we try to sell that idea. I hope that you will be able to get in touch with some members, some chambers of our respective countries, and you can tell them what the benefit they can get when they join your chamber. I think this is very important. So that will help and have to alleviate the burden of our embassy, because we have to keep answering all the questions, economic questions, about how we can put them in contact with company B, company C, things like that. So I think this is a very nice idea. The second thing is that now my embassy have a number of priorities. I believe that each embassy have a number of priorities in accordance with the year. And this year for us, we want to promote investment into India by Vietnamese companies. I have two cases in mind. The first case is that one company in Vietnam is looking for a steel plant in order to purchase or to tie up with a local steel production company. The reason is they want to produce steel tube, stainless steel tube to be consumed in India, because our export from Vietnam of this product keep being subject to anti-dumping investigation by the Indian government, and the tax keep increasing. This is also a matter of interest for all of us, and I also raised that to different Indian law authorities about how we can address that matter. But I believe that in the longer run, India continue to apply the policy of self-reliance, and that will impact importing companies from ASEAN countries. And therefore, the best solution is that ASEAN company would tie up with a local company in India in order to produce that item to be consumed locally in India. So this is the first suggestion. The second suggestion is that recently we have a huge investment decided by HCL Group into Vietnam in terms of telecommunication and high-tech, and vice versa, a very strong IT company, FPT, decided to invest back also in India, and they have chosen Hyderabad and Karnataka region as the hub. And because of the COVID, they have leased the building, recruited personnel, but they could not operate over the past nearly 1 year, since March 2020. So I want to call upon all the company in telecommunications to work and with FPT of Vietnam. The third suggestion, which is on the side of Vietnam, is that supporting our spare parts industry is a very weak industry in our economy. We tried to address that issue over the past 20 years, but we have not been able to address that properly. Basically, our economy is based on foreign investment, and most of the foreign companies are coming to Vietnam and try to ask our staff workers to assemble, starting from TV, color TV, and then panel, and then laptop, and now smartphone. Now we want to develop what we call supporting industries or spare parts, for instance, in car. Therefore, we appreciate our interaction helped by PhD in Chandigarh when we meet with spare parts, automobile spare part companies, so that they can team up with a local company in Vietnam this time in order to produce automobile parts to support to big companies like Hyundai, Mercedes, Toyota, and things like that. And the same thing applies for garments. Now we mainly rely on import of cotton and yarn from China, and we import basically raw material from India. That would be ideal if Indian company can come in Vietnam and tie up with a local company in Vietnam in order to produce materials for the garment industry in Vietnam. Every year we export nearly 46 billion US dollars, because Vietnam at the moment is enjoying 14 free trade agreements with the European Union, with ASEAN, with Russia, with the four Asia countries. So this is if you can produce in Vietnam, and you'll be able to export to other countries who were regulated by this 14 free trade agreement. So this is also an area. And another important area I found out after my trip to Vietnam is that there is a movement of skilled workers of India going to Vietnam. I feel very gratified to see that. Take one example, like the VietJet. Only 40% of the pilots are Indian. So the same thing is happening now in many different companies. Needed to say about all the yoga centers in Vietnam are filled with all Indian yoga teachers. And now we are also looking for like English teachers from India. I think this is a new development. And so this is also, we call human resources capacity building is also one area of cooperation for us. And finally, Mr. Chairman, I also want to stress that as other ASEAN countries which go ahead of Vietnam, many other countries, South Asian countries, have been wedding destination for Indian families. Now Vietnam just started 2 years back when I, for the first time, had to bring into Vietnam one of the fattest Indian wedding 2 years back. And now the priority of my embassy is to promote Vietnam as a wedding destination. I hope that, I know PhD is a thing of everything, so I just bring it up. And I hope that PhD through this webinar or hybrid seminar, you can pass on that message. At the embassy level, we have Mr. President here, Mr. Bùi Trung Thương, who is the trade counselor, and he is headed by a big staff. We also have Mr. Đức, who is in charge of economic matters of the embassy. So we are here ready to work with PhD in order to advance economic, trade, investment, tourism, human resources development interest between Vietnam and India. Thank you very much.